Is it a little crooked? Oh, well. I'm not a, I'm a 60, going to be a 61-year-old man. I've been through hell. I'm not going to get a computer and start doing all kinds of fancy thumbnails. And this is what you get. You get Bible teaching with a dude that's anointed. So anyway, JD Nige, I'm back. I'm sorry for my shitty attitude. But I feel just like Nehemiah. And I said unto the king, if it please the king, if thy servant have found favor in thy sight, that you would send me into Judah, unto the city of my father's sepulchres, that I may build it. Right? And the king said unto me, for the queen was also sitting by him, for how long shall your journey be, and when will you return? So it pleased the king to send me, and I set him a time. Let's get the order. How long are you going to be? What do you need? Right? Order. There's an order going on here, and that's what a lot of people, GMS talks about this order. You don't see in the book Tahar, Aram Lab, Gabar, Rakar coming to the king. It's one dude. And that's what people really don't understand about the Bible. They think that there's power in numbers because they're so whacked on Babylonian Jews that if you don't have power, if you don't have backing, if you don't have, that you're nothing. And I am the antithesis of that. And when the truth becomes evident, and I'm not bragging, I'm just saying, it's going to be a hard piece of bread to eat when it's time to chew the cud on that one. Moreover, I said unto the king, if it please the king, let letters be given to the governors beyond the river, that they may convey me over till I come unto Judah. So this goes into all that over the Jordan River. You're crossing over. You're going back to your heritage. I can't explain it if you don't get it, you don't get it. Because you're not of that type. That's the problem, is there's no one quite like me out here. And I have to just face that. My phone's crooked, but oh well. I had to get away from those blowers. So let's go on. So he's saying, I need letters so that when I go through the areas where these people are, they know that you're behind me, right? So this is where you need the backing of somebody to get something done. And basically Artaxerxes is a example of the power at the time. The Lord gave him power. So it's like the Lord saying, I don't want you to be sad, Nehemiah. Go. I feel this is a good thing. You go do that. Right? And this is where it gets interesting, at least for me, because these are my people. Sorry to say it. If you can't understand that, that's not my issue, it's yours. And a letter unto Asaph, the keeper of the king's forest, that he may give me timber to make beams for the gates of the palace which appertain to the house. So who's Asaph? He's of the priests, he's of the singers, he's of the porters. He was the one who wrote Psalm 73 through 83 and 51. So I'm over here now and I have this Person picking up trash right here, right by me, distracting the hell out of me. I'm Salakia for being such a, let me pray. I need to pray. Heavenly Father, I come before you with a humble, contrite spirit, willing to do your work, willing, available, enduring, looking for insight into reconciliation with you. Bless the people who hear this message. Bless the message itself. Give it power. Give it legs to run to who it needs to be heard from. Let my countenance be lifted up in your name so that I can represent you in the way you need to be represented. Amen. Thank you. All right, so Asaph. He is a representation of a true servant of the Lord. He has the heart of God. He was David's main man as far as worship went. So when it says Asaph, the keeper of the king's forest, my name Deloach goes back to the Merry Men. What's his name? Yeah, I'm lost now. My brain is just. I think I'm going to have to take a break up from this because I don't know. I'm not finding my way too well right now. The spirit is like saying, "You need to rest, JD Naja." It's so dark and gloomy anymore around here. It's like there's a darkness over this fucking world. Steal from the rich and give to the poor. Robin Hood. So when you think of Asaph and Robin Hood, these are... I'm not going to go into that either. But anyway, I'm going to continue. That he may give me timber to make beams for the gates, and the palace which appertain to the house, and for the wall of the city, and for the house that I shall enter into. And the king granted me according to the good hand of my God upon me. That's what I was just saying. Then I came to the governor upon the river and gave them the king's letter. And now the king had sent captains of the army and the horsemen with me. So he was protecting Nehemiah, right, as he went through there. So then it gets really interesting because it says when Sanballat the Haranite and Tobiah the servant and Ammonite heard of it, it grieved them exceedingly that there was come a man to seek the welfare of the children of Israel. So I think I've missed the whole idea here because I'm trying to find things that aren't really there. So when it says, I just realized it says Tobiah, it doesn't say Tobijah. So I'm going to show you that I make mistakes, and I'm not afraid to say that. So we'll just go to Zechariah where I was, because I'm going to have to look into Tobiah now and see who this friend of the Ammonites was. So let's just go into the flying roll. Let's go into the chariots for a minute. Zechariah 5:1. Then I turned and lifted my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What do you see? And I answered, I see a flying roll, the length thereof 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and every one that sweareth shall be cut off on that side, according to it. So when it says, the curse that goeth forth over the whole earth, this is talking about the chariots, right? And why doesn't it say this is the curse that goes out over the whole universe? Because the Lord doesn't give a fuck about anything outside of this snow globe. And I will bring forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. GMS. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. So when these chariots come down, these angels, do you think GMS doesn't have a wicked angel on them? A lot of those men have wicked angels in the midst of their camp. They wonder why they always see the chariots. Because these chariots are dropping off angels to lead them astray. So then it goes into the ephah and the talent of lead. And this is interesting. Then the angel talked with me. Then the angel that talked to me went forth and said unto me, lift up your eyes and see what this is going forth. And I said, what is it? He said, that's an ephah that goeth forth. He said, moreover, this is their resemblance through all the earth. Not my day. I need to take a vacation from myself. So what's that mean? What's an ephah? It's a measuring line. And so this measuring line is measuring out the truth. What's it say? This is their resemblance through all the earth. So everything's going to be measured out. Everyone's getting measured out for how much is worth. It's kind of like the same thing as being burned in the fire and getting the dross burnt off. If you're not adding up to something, this is what's going to happen. And behold, there was lifted up a talent of lead, and this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the ephah. So the ephah and the talent of lead is a basket and a measuring container. The talent of lead. So what does this mean? What is this talking about? Sitting in the midst of the ephah. It's the woman sitting inside the basket. And there's a cover on the basket. And he said, this is the wickedness. And he cast it into the midst of the ephah, and he cast the weight of the lead upon the mouth thereof. So he's closing this wicked woman, this wicked system. He's closing people into this basket. It's a wickedness that goes out, and that's why there's wickedness everywhere. Then I lifted up my mind and looked, and behold, there came out 2 women, and the wind was in their wings, for they had wings like the wings of a stork, and they lifted up the ephah between the earth and the heaven. Then I said to the angel that talked with me, whither do these bear the ephah? Where are they taking it? Where are they taking these Easter eggs or whatever they are in the baskets? These people that are swearing falsely and lying and stealing, right? Where's he taking them? And it says, he said to me, to build it a house in the land of Shinar, and it shall be established and set there upon her own base. So Shinar is Babylon. So this is the same woman that rides the beast. This is what Zechariah is talking about. And so there's certain people that are going to be trapped in this Babylonian system. That's what it's saying. The lead cover, it's going to have its own place over there, away from everyone else. And that's what we don't understand. And that's where the spirit of confusion is even trying to engulf me, because it's so prevalent now. We're literally in this basket. We are in Babylon. The whole world is basically Babylon, and that's why he says it looks like a basket with a container over it. This whole world is Babylon. This whole snow globe, what is that? That's the earth, the way it looks to me. Looks like a basket, a flat little basket with a lead cap on it. So when it says it's going to, this is what I was talking about yesterday, it's going to roll up like a scroll, and this is going to be taken somewhere else and put somewhere else. It's going to roll up, he's going to put it somewhere else. That's when I had that vision. It was of these two angels, these two women, taking it away. And that's why it was so disturbing. It was like, whoa, that's crazy. That's wickedness. Salakia. And I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, there came 4 chariots out from between 2 mountains, and the mountains were mountains of brass. I'm not going to go into that right now. And the first chariot was red horses, the second black horses, the third white horses, and the fourth grizzled and bay horses. And I answered and said unto the angel that talked to me, what are these, my Lord? And the angel answered and said unto me, these are the 4 spirits of the heavens, which go forth from standing before the Lord of all the earth. So, are they wicked? People get all confused about fallen angels, blah, blah, blah. It's not, you got to think bigger than that. The black horses which are therein go forth into the north country, and white go forth after them, and the grizzled go forth toward the south country. And the bay went forth and sought to go, that they might walk to and fro through the earth. And he said, go you hence, walk to and fro through the earth. So they walked to and fro through the earth. Just angels. Not fallen. Just angels. They're the 4 angels. They are the 4 spirits of the heavens. And he cried upon me and spoke unto me, saying, behold, these that go toward the north country have quieted my spirit in the north country. So what is the angel talking about? It quieted my spirit. The destruction that's going on over there in Zephaniah land, in Russia and Ukraine, the Lord is just, it's making his spirit quiet. He's like, good. These horses are going out from the 4 corners. We're getting ready to see the major going forth of these horses. Let me see how much time I got. What a mess of a lesson today, but I hope I can bring it around to what Zechariah is saying right here. And then it goes into the crowns of the high priests, right? And there were 4 of them. And this is where it goes back into the temple of the Lord. See, I'm going to point something out to you here. This is proof, GMS. I can't even play their game anymore. It's silly. The words of the Lord came unto me, saying, take of them of the captivity. See, that's why I was back in Nehemiah, because I was trying to figure out exactly who these Tobijah, Heldai, Jedediah, and I went into it and I looked into them, and Jediah was actually the son of Solomon. So all these four, Heldai, Tobijah, Jedediah, Josiah, the son of Zephaniah. I have a funny feeling Tobijah is Adonijah. That's why I was going there. See, they changed the names because it goes from Greek to Hebrew to... We're all the way in prophecy now, and the names are names that came out of Babylon after they were renamed. So these are the same spirits that are right under... They're the sons of Solomon. Is what I'm thinking. And you can't just play around on the edges and go... I mean, GMS, they teach some stuff, but they're like a regular Christian church now. They're not going any further. They're stuck. And that's why it's so hard to come over here, because I'm not stuck. I'm moving forward, and I might make mistakes. I might have to go back and go, well, shit howdy, Tobijah and Tobiah are the same or aren't the same. I don't know. I'm just saying. But anyway, they came out of Babylon in the captivity. And so Zechariah is talking about that same time that I was talking about back here, where Nehemiah was asking Artaxerxes if he could go back and rebuild the temple. And these are the ones that came out. They came, which are come from Babylon, and come now the same day, and go into the house of Josiah the son of Zephaniah. Then take the silver and gold and make crowns and set them upon the heads of Joshua the son of Josedek the high priest. So probably if you break into that, Joshua the son of Josedek the high priest, you are going all the way into Jesus Christ the son of David right there. And speak unto him, saying, thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, behold, the man whose name is the branch, and he shall grow up out of his place, and he shall build the temple of the Lord. So when it talks about the branch, who is that? That's Yahushua, right? And he shall grow up out of his place. What that means is, let me look at it again, make sure I got it right. He grows up out of his place. He branches out from his place. So this is where GMS has it so wrong, so mixed up. This is saying that when they came out of Babylon, something had to change. When they rebuilt the temple, something had to change. They couldn't keep fighting with everyone, even though they did. We fight against the heathens to this day, but we're not supposed to fight against the heathens. We're supposed to feel sorry for these idiots. That's where Nun or Hen Slakia, the son of Zephaniah, comes in. Grace. We have grace for these people. So when it says, behold, the man whose name is the branch, he shall grow up out of his place. He's the branch, but he's going somewhere else. He's growing to the Gentiles, is what this is saying right here. Because he is branching out. And that's where you get these man, my brain is not good working. That's where you get the grafted in part. I talked about damn gang stalking, and now my brain, the devils are like, he's opening up, let's get him. Even he shall build the temple of the Lord. Thank God this is coming back a little bit, coming around. If you can feel my energy, what I'm talking about, and what I was saying about building the temple and then coming here, I'm trying to find something here, and sometimes the Spirit leads me and sometimes it doesn't, but at least you understand what I'm saying here. This has a lot to do with that. It's the same damn story. Even he shall build the temple of the Lord, and he shall bear the glory, and shall sit and rule upon his throne, and he shall be a priest upon his throne, and the counsel of peace shall be between them both. Who's them both? Between David and Solomon. Between the bloody man and the man of sorrows, the man of peace, the wisest man. There's got to be an integration between conquering these people and bringing them in peacefully. You get it? And that's where GMS is causing all kinds of fucking disturbance in the force, is by talking shit with their dumb personage attitude. I wish there was somewhere else I could go to get some inspiration, but there's not. I have nowhere to go. These guys do not inspire me. Regular Bible teachers at least come up with bits and pieces that I can grab and go, okay, the Lord's given that to me, but you know what I have? I have one guy listening to me going, keep going. Because he gets it. At least enough to encourage me and to know that something's true there. It doesn't have to tickle your sphincter to be true. You just have to go ahead and take it. Maybe that's why Benjamin was a bunch of sodomites. Forceful motherfuckers, I guess. He shall be a priest upon his throne, and the counsel of the peace shall be between them both. Let's see what it says. I'm not sure this is going to be the right breakdown. Both offices. Both offices. The office of the Gentiles and the office of the Israelites, right? Both offices. And the crown shall be to Helam, and to Tobijah, and to Hediah, and to Hen, the son of Zephaniah, for a memorial in the temple of the Lord. So this is where GMS can't, they're not over here. Do they ever talk about this? This is like major commentary on what does the rebuilding of the temple mean? What did it mean when they did that? When they came out of captivity, when they got away from Babylon. Like, we're going to get away from Babylon right now? We're getting away from these. They're going to be all put in the basket and put over there somewhere, right? So are you going to get in the basket with them, or are you going to be like us? Because fucking GMS is going to be in that basket. Because they're the wickedness. And he said, this is the wickedness. This is wickedness. I'll be back.